Well, here we are. It's June 2012. We're at Buffalo Bruce's in Sylmar. I'm Dan Shaw, and I'm here interviewing my pal, new friend, Bill. Almost forgot your name there.
Or Brill.
Or Brill, whatever one you go by. And Bill had an interesting experience with what I believe are gypsies. And after he told this to me initially, I was very interested that we get a videotape of it just to share it with other people so that they could be forewarned, because being forewarned is being forearmed. So, Bill, why don't you start from the beginning and tell me what was your first encounter here?
Okay.
And when did it happen?
This has been roughly 2.5, 3 weeks ago now.
Okay.
This first incident. I'm driving down Whitsett in North Hollywood.
Okay.
And suddenly a black SUV is in the quote fast lane. I'm in the slow lane. And they pull alongside me, and when a real dark window comes down about halfway, this young girl leans out and says, "Oh my God, where have you been? I haven't seen you forever." You know, and pull over so I can say hi. Window back up. Okay. Maybe I taught acting for a lot of years. I thought, okay, maybe it's an old acting student. Okay. So now she runs around the SUV, comes over, my window's wide open, it's very hot. She gives me a big hug, and I'm now looking at her like, well, we must be big friends. I'm looking at her and I don't recognize her at all. I said, "I'm sorry, but I forget your name." She says, "Bella." Oh, okay, yeah. Right. And then
Can you describe her?
yeah, she's kind of, well, Eastern European looking. Dark hair. She wasn't wearing any makeup, didn't seem like it. Just kind of plain like it. Anyway.
About how old was she?
I'm going to say, as a rough guess, 37, 38.
Okay.
Yeah. Good old Bella. Yeah, so now she says, "Oh gosh, I'm just so happy. My sister and I want to give you a barbecue." I said, "Oh," I said, "Well, that sounds nice." And from the sound of it, I'm thinking, is it at her place or is it my place? What's she talking about, you know? I thought, oh shit, she wanted to come to my place. I see. Anyway, so she then asked me for my phone number so they can, get this barbecue. And okay, so I, give her my phone number, and I'm a little reluctant about it, but I do it, kind of being socially, approachable.
You didn't want to be rude?
No, I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be civil about it, and okay. So now she's got my name, she's got my phone number, and sure enough, about a week later, I get a call from a Susan. It's the same voice. It's good old Bella. Yeah, good old Bella. And she says, we're having a competition, and I've just graduated from USC, and in our class we're having this competition, and we've challenged one another who can get the most estimates. Most estimates for what? Well, for everything. But like your landscaping, or like that. And,
Is it estimates for like home repair? Did she articulate anything in particular?
She didn't go further than that, but I could see that's where she was going.
Right.
Everything, she said.
Right.
Yeah, we could check your stairways to see if they're crooked. I don't know.
Oh.
So
How'd that make you feel?
it made me feel like I can't wait to not be talking to her anymore.
So you were more suspicious then?
Oh Jesus! Oh well, that was confirmed. Confirmed.
Right, with Bella?
All confirmed. And so which I said, I'm not really interested in it. So that was it. Hung up. Okay. Now the next time I hear from this group on taking it, is a girl named Michelle. This is a different voice, different girl.
How long after Susan?
About a week.
Okay.
And she's kind of a bubbly sort of a person. And she says, first of all, is this Bill? I said, yeah. Because they want to call me by my first name. They're old friends, And I said,
did she sound like Bella, or is it a different person?
No, this is a different person now.
Okay.
This sounds like a younger girl, first of all, and a little bit bubbly. And she says, Marie Cabral is giving a party Saturday night, and she wants you to come. I said, oh, well, Agora Hills? Is that another place?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the place, Agora Hills.
Oh, in Agora Hills is where the party's at?
That's where she said party.
Okay.
And so that would take me away from my house for quite a long time, wouldn't it? But anyway, so I said, who is Louise Cabral? She says, oh, she's written 7 books.
Her name was Louise Cabral?
Louise Cabral, I believe it was. And she's written 7 books, and now
Now, what's the significance of a writer?
aha, I belong to California Writers Club. I'm thinking since they had my name, they looked me up on the internet and found out that I was, well, I'm kind of an officer, if you will, whatever, at the California Writers Club. And they think, oh, well, that famous author, call him anyway.
So now this is, you believe this is more of a hook to get you
Oh, no question.
to accept their credibility?
Yeah, no question. And she's trying to get me out of the house and give my address, probably so she could send me an invitation.
Oh.
And then she'd have my address.
She definitely asked for your address at that point?
She didn't ask for the address.
Oh, she didn't.
But that's where she was going, because once she told me there was Agora Hills, Louise, she's an author, I'm not really much of a party animal.
So how'd you turn that down? Just by saying you're not
that was
social,
Yeah.
or not accepting of a social
Right.
obligation like that?
Right. I don't really go to many parties or anything, and that was it. That's it. So, thanks for calling. Thank you.
And how long ago was that? Was the last contact?
Well, that's only been about 4 or 5 days ago.
Okay, so nothing since?
No,
Or
not
nothing
yet.
since then?
Usually about a week apart.
So now that you've had your this experience, what do you, and you've had time to reflect upon it, what's your opinion of it? What do you,
Oh boy,
what do you think about it?
the first thing I understand is that these folks will do anything to accomplish what their goals are. And their goals are nefarious, I can tell you that. Try to get me out of the house, try to find out where I live, try to get in the house, you know, all of those things.
Do you think they're out to rob you then ultimately?
Oh, I have no question in my mind about that. Yeah.
Now, once I told you too about Gypsies and about Gypsies here in Los Angeles and what their profile is, did that ring any bells with this experience? Did it make you believe that perhaps you had an encounter with Gypsies?
It absolutely did. I never would have, when I first saw this girl, I didn't know that she was a gypsy,
Right.
but she was definitely Eastern European.
Right.
And because I didn't know there were any gypsies
Right.
in Los Angeles. I just, you know, I'm sure I know about their background and all that. But,
You thought it was somewhere else?
yeah, somewhere else, over in Europe or something, not here.
Right.
I just, you know.
So what would you say to anybody that would experience the same experience you did? What would be your advice to them if somebody had an encounter initially as you did with Bella and a blacked out SUV?
Do not give out, as I did, your name, your telephone number, any of it.
Right.
They've already got your license plate if they did it this way. And I
Right.
don't know what they can accomplish by that, but maybe something. Any information you don't want to pass along to them.
And what would you say too to people that are from your generation, or maybe even people from my generation, that are brought up with the social skill of not being rude, not being negative towards someone that appears to be genuinely and sincerely wanting to reestablish a relationship with us?
It at least appears to be, yeah.
Right.
Well, first of all, you brought it up, the idea of my generation, and because I'm older, that's why they pulled me over. This is an old guy. He's gonna forget certain things that maybe he knew even in the past, and even though he doesn't, and things like that. You know, that they could count on from an old guy.
And they prey upon.
And they prey upon.
Right.
There you go. Exactly. And,
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for this time, Bill. I believe this is going to be very valuable to people that watch this.
Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah, and same here.
Makes me
And
very
that's
happy.
it.